This song, by comparison, is young. It's from like summer of 2003. Here, if you need to call the babysitter or something, I'll tell a long story. Nothing I say is really of consequence. So, I'm telling you, man, those of you who haven't seen the Mountain Goats before, when I say it's going to be a long story, I come from a long line of dudes telling very long stories. They almost invariably come back to their point. We're good at that. But as far as the part of like, whether you have the time to hear the story, we're less good at that. So it's 2003, and I have a job. I work with children at Lutheran Social Services of Iowa. And not anymore, but that was my gig, right? But the Mountain Goats were sort of getting enough juice that like I had to keep going, well, I got this offer to go someplace and it's for a week, and I know I don't have any more vacation time left, but I kind of have to go, and I think my bosses could tell. I was like, well, he's probably gonna quit if he can't do it, so, okay, we'll make room. But the way you pitch that is you do have something exciting going on, and I guess if you don't, and if you were good at lying, which I am not, but you could also sociopath this and just go into your regular job and go, I've been offered a gig on an oil rig in Dubai for the weekend, and I have to leave early on Friday. But no, so I've been offered. Some people got in touch from France and said, would you come play our festival? I did what I always do. So you got to buy me a plane ticket, and you got to pay me what I would otherwise make at work. So we can do that. So they flew me to Paris, and they'd made a big deal about. It said in the, I remember clearly. It said, there will also be opportunities for collaboration. Stick a pin in that, right? So I didn't say anything to them about that. It wasn't quite that cantankerous, but I saw that. I was solo at this. I mean, Peter and Mitch Woodson, but I was mainly just going around playing shows by myself. And I showed up, and one of the other people at the festival was Kimya Dawson, who I had not met yet. But the reason I remember this story is because she tells it all the time. She said, I'm Kimya Dawson. And I said, I'm John Darnielle, I don't work well with others. But she was absolutely intent on drawing me into collaboration, because that was what they were doing. They were just throwing you into a recording studio, and whoever wandered in would sort of play along your song. That's the opposite of my practice. My practice is I sit there alone until I get an idea, and then I bite the idea until it bleeds, and then I'm done. Yes. The thing about that is if you have I told you this would be long. If you have a practice that is rigid like that, it becomes useless over time, right? It is no virtue to cling to an aesthetic stance because you always had it, right? That's not a good reason, right? It's there's, oh man, it's getting really long now. So there's a type of American Christian that really likes to say that God is the same today, tomorrow, and forever, right? But then he's not God. Okay? If God is incapable of reacting on the fly, he's not God at all, right? So in fact, God is change, right? Change and shift adaptation is what is good and healthy in this world, right? But my rigidity was at least funny. It had that going for it, right? So Kimya comes in with a melodica while I'm writing a song, and I look up and I say, oh, she meant it. She's gonna try to, well, okay. And that was this song. Whose lyrics I had written 5 minutes earlier. It comes here, not the same person I know, looking roughly the same, but something hungry, getting restless in your pain. There I go, not the same person that you used to know, peeking through the fisheye lens at you. In the cornet glows, where the oleander grows, and us two, not the same people that our old friends knew. And so down the street you head in the high summer heat, white long sleeve Oxford pushed up to just beneath your elbows.
black skirt, eating a path through the dark, damp earth. I hope they've got plenty of money where you're going, and the cornet blows where the only hand grows. And us two, we are not the same people that our old friends knew.